Good afternoon, good people, and welcome to Duck Derby Finals 2024. I am Saracen, joined in the booth today by Luffy DV. Luffy, how you doing?
Saracen, I'm great. I am happy to be here. When you asked me to join you, I was very excited. Saturday afternoon, Final Fantasy Randomizer, Duck Derby Finals. Let's go.
Yeah, this is going to be, I think, a very good race as we have our top two from each group facing off for the title of the Duckling Supreme.
Yep, it's been great runners out there. Been a long go through boot camp, through the tournament, up to this point. 4 quality runners here. We're going to see some fun stuff. Parties look eerily similar, aside from one, which is interesting.
Actually, 2. I'm going to call out the White Mage variation on Flurry and the Black Belt variation on Sorbius.
Yes.
As these Blursings, I look at them and I feel very confident in the Thief Fighter Red-Black. Thief Fighter coming in with Resist All and Improved Cat Claw. The Thief with Resist Fire and Status and plus 10 Strength. Our Black Belt today, Equip Shield plus 10 MDef. Red Mage, Exit and Resist Ice, Death, Poison. The White Mage plus 25 Agility and Doom Magic. And the Black Mage, Equip Shirt and Heal Magic.
Yeah, some pretty quality Blursings out there. You love to see the exit on the Red Mage. Looks like 3 of our runners have taken the Red Mage. We'll see how that affects things with Flurry, depending how Magic rolls. It's a valuable thing to have in the early game, especially to just save a little bit of time. That's some good movement magic. It gets you in and out of places real quick.
Yeah, so where that exit lands is going to be a concern for Flurry. So it's never a question of where in these flags for the Black Belt to grind. We know where, it's just can we? Because this is the Winter Tournament 2024 flags where the spike tiles are vanilla. And that means we know where the Eye and the Agama are. But we don't necessarily know if we'll get a canoe.
Correct. For those who don't remember, these flags were kind of infamous for giving you quite a bit of access to things early on and thinking things were opening up, and then they just weren't. So it'll be, like you said, very interesting to see where they decide to take their levels. The Black Belt's very strong. In this flag set, they were very strong. They were dangerous to get off the ground, though, to your point. But if you can get them off the ground and you can get your levels at a good, timely fashion, they are devastating.
All right, our runners are off. Harm 3 is our offense in the White Magic, and no damage in the Black Magic. This is concerning.
Quake and Zap are fine.
I like Zap. Quake, I'm not as big a fan of. I feel like there's just more that resists it.
Right.
Nothing but Chaos actually resists Zap. It's just the accuracy is a problem. Chainmail plus 4.
Yep, I just saw that. That's really nice gear for the fighter and for the Red Mage for the parties that took them.
Silver Knife plus 5, not a bad offensive option. The Glove plus 5's deceptively good armor for
and
area.
Effectively expensive too. What?
Yeah. A little pricey.
Yeah.
But we are seeing Roger McBain and Fellison heading into Toph.
Yeah, let's see. Do we have any divergence? Anybody going to do that Dwarf Cave play initially? Yep, Sorbius going to do it. We got a save and a look.
Now, this is a really key play because we don't know when we're going to get something like a bridge or a ship or a canoe that will get us out of here. Well, the ship is now next to each other in Dwarf.
Yeah,
but we are getting pushed there because Toph has the TNT.
Yep, was just going to say, ship out of Dwarf is nice. The TNT out of Topher is going to force our runners to go there either way. So these flags will start coming back to people who remembers Winter Tournament. And then it's fun early on, but then it gets a little interesting as we go along the middle game.
All right. I missed what we got out of King and Sarah, but I'm going to assume very little. Money. And, the loot from Sarah. What is this garbage?
Okay.
Is this even randomized?
Sir, is this, Is this the finals, or are you taking it easy on them right now? Come on. That loot could have been murder to find, and we got it in less than 2 minutes. Beautiful.
All right, so the exit casts are going to be a thing here for our Red Mage players. It's going to be very important to bear in mind where those exits can be used efficiently.
Mm-hmm. See, the housing market remains through the roof at 47 or 4,400 gold houses. It's so terrible.
Yeah, that's that's pre-collapse, 2010.
Ooh.
Or I guess no, that'd be 2007.
Yeah. Early tail from that TNT is nice.
It is very nice, as we actually have the ability to go promote right now.
Yeah, we do, right? Because we got Bahamut Dock on and Northern Docks on, I think.
Yep. That is super helpful.
Yeah.
We see McBain making the play up to the Matoya cave as well.
Yeah. I mean, if there's a world where if Sorbius is feeling spicy enough and can find, sandwiches that have 80 HP, it can just get the black belt off the ground right now. Over there in the desert. I wouldn't, but it's possible.
I haven't done comms in a while. There's so many screens to look at.
It'll all come back to you. It's fine. Early game, remember those. A little Provoke, a little Matoya, open some boxes. We're just having fun right now.
Yeah. I mean, the nice thing is that it's all convergent at this point.
Right.
A little bit of money. A pro rang is good. And the
canoe.
Okay.
All right.
That canoe is real big.
All right. Chat, make a mental note of this. 4 minutes in, will we see the floater the entire rest of the seed? I say no.
Danny, I rolled this one. So, we'll see how the rest of this shakes out. So we'll see. You know how my seeds tend to be. They're either absolute cakewalks or they've got a long con weirdness to them. All right, Lit 3, Quad X, Temper, and Fire 2.
It's a pretty loaded black magic there.
That is a level that you want to see Temper.
Yeah. And Fast already at level 1 as well is huge. So we got 2 of the best utility magic spells for black magic out of the way already.
And worth noting that the power word threshold is higher in the flag set. So, Flurry has already gone to promote, which is fantastic. I love this play because you can just organically pick up your spells like you normally would.
Yep.
I mean, the flip side is you're level 3 sailing around the ocean trying to get back to Provoca, right?
Yeah.
But Flurry does have the advantage right now of Harm 3 being a usable damage spell.
Yeah.
Having not gone to Provoca yet to get Lit 3.
Mm-hmm. So he's going to be a pretty good spot here. Full access to the spell catalog as well is great. Not having to run into something silly like a Life 2 being blocked by promotion at level 5 or something. So it's pretty good.
But this is looking like a very fast and probably very divergent seed with the availability of our transportation. We can go basically everywhere.
Yeah.
And that means we're probably going to see some very interesting decisions.
Mm-hmm.
Fel is... going straight into the Marsh Play. Gonna skip past Elf for right. I get it.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
If we don't have the money to go in there, buy spells, do anything, we have a few save items, we have good enough magic, we have exit, why not?
Sorbia is finding out that level 3 magic basically is Harm 4.
Advantage still Flurry, perhaps?
That is kind of a thing. Lit 3 is usually enough. There's not a lot that resists lightning in the early game. There's plenty that's weak to it later. There's an adamant for another turn in.
Okay, and the attic of Marsh Cave, nonetheless. The little scene, unless it is a random mishmash of items, which, by the way, as you saw right there, I don't know if we mentioned it, we are doing a shard hunt. Our runners need to pick up, what is the total here? 28 shards between boxes and fiends. We also have loose items, as you also saw, with that adamant being picked up. Only the... what is it? The fetch NPC turn-ins of the vanilla game have been randomized. Everything else will either be garbage or lucky. We'll see how it goes.
So I just want to point out that attic was loaded.
Yeah, it was. I'm trying to finish my thought, and I'm like, my goodness.
Just wow.
Yeah.
The black belt having equipped shield actually playing a role here for Sorbius.
Yeah.
As that Aegis +6 is a very reasonable piece of armor for what like a level 4 party right now.
Yeah, he'll be able to wear that if he wants till the black belt like hits level 21. Like that'll be enough absorb in and of itself. That's wild.
All right, we are still seeing pretty convergent gameplay here as 3 of our runners are in Marsh, 1 currently checking out magic in Elfland and probably going to head this way.
Yeah.
One thing that I did notice real quick was that Fel used exit from the attic, and it was her last chart.
Oh, and because of the housing market, we certainly can't afford to have had one of those. Crystal is another turn-in.
Now, the real question... Oh, Flame +6, also a very good shield.
Yeah, great for the fighter right now. It's fantastic.
All right. A little bit of equipment jiggling on Fel's side, and she is starting the walk out. This marsh had just so much stuff going on.
Yeah.
We get a cremate nastiness.
Oh, at level 3, that's very spooky. But remembering life on the Black Mage, that's nice. Good move.
Yes.
The value of the thief and its ability to run is second to none, especially in these kind of flags. More creepy cremate coming if we're not careful.
But queuing up those lit 3s in case the runs don't work is good. I mean, a little bit of extra experience here isn't bad.
No, it's not. And experience comes in waves in this flag set.
There's Exit and Cure 3 in the white level 4.
Okay.
And Fire 3, Ice 3.
Right,
notable good spells for level 4.
We have all of our tier 3 elementals. No nuke to be found, but with fast temper already at levels 1 and 2, and all of the magic right there, that is the elemental sweepers. Black and is pretty good. Well off. That's some good magic in the first 4 levels.
Yep.
Trying to look and catch up on chat here as well. Welcome everybody. I see we have an Ailmark and a Phoenix classic gamer out there. Hello everyone. Thank you for joining us on this wonderful Saturday.
So one other important note is we have a one step off the hard reset encounter in the overworld. That is looking very tasty in the desert.
Yep, like I said earlier, there's a world where Sorbius can go get that black belt online if they're very lucky early. So,
yeah, it's just hard with the scaling being based on the shards.
Yeah,
and it's hard to get those levels before you're ready to go into Topher.
Well, we saw that happen in the finals of this winter tournament. The black belt, where you decided to take that grind, could have really made a difference in what time.
Yeah, and I mean, I think about the tournament itself, and I didn't see a whole lot of black belt action. It was very fighter heavy because of the experience scaling being so punishing at the beginning of the seed, and really coming online as you were getting into the end game.
Yep.
Sorbius headed off to Volcano. Lots of checks here. Relatively easy boss.
Yep.
Little too early to take advantage of the Agama. That is a concern.
A little bit. We'll see. We'll see what happens. A lot of shards here early on too. Ooh.
That is very helpful.
Okay, we have an endgame weapon sighting as well there, Fellison.
Oh, what'd we get?
We got a Vorpal +4 there.
That's a very good sword.
Yeah, and
I would consider promoting to go put that on right now.
Yeah, that certainly would. And Flurry going to be able to do that as soon as they do their turn in here, working their way out of Marsh Cave, going to turn in that crystal. So we're going to have some strong fighters out there swinging a very powerful weapon.
Another pro ring coming out of the volcano.
Wow. This has been very nice, actually. You did a nice job here for these runners.
Hey, maybe my general distaste for this flag set, because I wasn't a huge fan. I didn't get the vibe of it.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe that came in and decided to be nice to the Ducks today.
Yeah. Phoenix in chat saying they check for that black belt. Now, it's not the worst idea, to go see if you can get that black belt online right now. Just to kick the tires on it.
I think it might be a little difficult. I don't think we have enough offense or sustainability at this point. Mm-hmm. And
Probably
I don't think that Sorbius has stocked up fully on heals.
Yeah, well, this was the flag set, as we remember. Everything was very expensive. There was a chance you couldn't get 99 heal pots till about 20 minutes in, with the way Magic came and how things were going to be priced. So that's not shocking.
There is that promotion for Fellison, the Vorpal, and the Aegis equipped. Moving on up in the world.
Very powerful fighter incoming right here.
Fighter with resist all is scary on its own, mm-hmm. and then to have an actual weapon in its hands.
Mm-hmm.
There is the key. That is an essential item here.
Yep, you're going to need that.
Open up several checks.
Mm-hmm.
And we also see Roger McBain making this volcano play. We'll get that key and the associated shards and such very soon.
Mm-hmm.
There's a ribbon as well, and a light axe +4.
Yeah.
Light axe +4, also very viable early weapon for these promoted parties.
Yep. Something that Ninja can swing very comfortably and do a little bit of damage with. Or if you want to flip-flop the Vorpal and the Light Axe, have the Vorpal and Ninja, and then the Light Axe on the Fighter. That would work just fine as well. In fact, that might even be better for where they are at this point in the seed.
Dragon Sword +5, also useful. There's our bridge, womp womp.
LOL. And key for Roger, like you said, and Fellison doing the Lord Fizzlebeef and going into Earth Cave. Full bore, no rod, no care, let's go.
Flurry turning in that adamant. I can't remember if we've seen this yet. Powerbomb +6.
Alright, well, we have our endgame melee starter kit all ready to go. Powerbomb Vorpal.
Now, what I love about this is that is a very equipable.
Yeah, right? Even at -6, I'd put it on there, but I might not necessarily even equip it, but it'll be there.
Well, that it's +6 here. Mm-hmm. That's actual absorb.
Yeah, it's great.
On a character that doesn't need a pro ring.
Yeah.
Because it's got resist all. That is the total package on that power bomb.
Yeah, and that Aegis +6 on there as well adds a little bit of extra resist even with, so it's great.
Ew.
Ooh.
That's an 8-pack of unrunnable gargoyles. That's one of my least favorite things.
Mm-hmm.
With Poison Touch. Great.
I think we're up to 11 shards right now for Sorbius. Make that 12. Katana -1 in the 5-pack Volcano Agama floor room. So that's pretty good even still. Any katana is a good katana, and -1 is right on that threshold where I'm still comfortable using that for endgame.
Generally agree. There was a 17k gold box on the floor. That's very nice.
Yeah, any money's good money.
Now, I think the main question I have here for Sorbius is, we're kind of low on resources.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is an exit out at some point soon. I just don't know if you go for the red D chest.
Yeah.
That's a hard question as a level 6 party.
It is.
We're trying Agamas.
We're going to poke at it. Let's see. Do we have less than 300? We do.
Less than 600, sir.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that doesn't really tell us much then. That's right. The power word. Okay. Well, between 3 and 603 sounds good.
All right, so that was a little bit of extra experience, a little bit of early levels, which is safety.
Yeah, level 8 feels better than level 4 or 5 they were a few seconds ago.
And I'll be honest, at this shard count that Sorbius has, I might be tempted to do the grind anyway.
Yeah.
It's just getting it off the ground at this stage. Like, I just don't feel like the resources are there.
The Agama can also hit extremely hard. They can be deceptive in how powerful they hit. They can, drop a couple hundred damage if he's not careful. 2 for 40 is not the worst, though. That's true. You could try.
Hold up. We have a red hot alert here, as TFC Earth had the rod.
Get out. Get out. Wow. All right. Wow, Fizzle, I will never doubt you ever again.
All right.
not that I ever did.
Flurry making the Ice Cave play.
Nice.
Sorbius up to 10 across the board.
Okay.
So 10 is a point where theoretically the black belt can punch things.
Yes.
So Dark Moon, it was not just that it was in Earth, but it was that it was at Earth TFC.
Yeah. So great. So great.
That flippin' chest.
Wow. You love to see it. The seed was so kind up until that point as well. It's so great. And then that had to happen.
So what I just saw there is Sorbius took those Agamas until he was out of Quad X charges, and then was like, all right, time to leave.
It's not a bad idea. That's some good levels. We don't need the 2 shards that Kelly would have given us. Remember that. We're not going for orbs here. We're going for shards. So we could leave those 2 behind and not have it be the end of the world.
Also notable, Sorbius walked out of there with 89k gold.
Yeah.
Which is enough to actually stock up.
Feels good. Feels good. Now, an eye grind right here now is not out of the question. We were talking a little bit about that in chat before we came on air, and it's not unreasonable to say, you know what, heck, at 20 minutes in, I feel comfortable. Let's go to Ice Cave. Let's get this black belt online. Let's go.
And that seems to be what Sorbius is planning to do. Now, I honestly would prefer, in my, relatively crazy brain, to check the desert first.
Yeah.
There's the floater!
Wow.
In Earth 4!
Wow. Okay.
Oh, man. And
a ruby for your trouble as well. Why? Because why not?
Okay.
Because why not?
Yeah, big bonus coming out here for the play on Fellison's side. Though it is looking very much like maybe we need to exit.
Yeah.
It's very scary because we now have 1 Lit 3 to our name and what looked like a Zeus bomb. And we have this whole floor to walk over for 3 chests.
Yeah.
But Fel hasn't been to Volcano yet, doesn't know about the key.
Yeah.
And that's really the important part. I think once she gets the key, she's golden. She's just going to leave whatever she doesn't care about. Yeah.
We'll see. This is going to turn into who goes to Earth Cave next kind of thing, because she'll also have, with that floater, full access to movement. There's no reason to go to Earth Cave right now unless you remember these flags were terrible and wanted you to go to Earth Cave. And by terrible, I mean rude.
Sorbius double-checking the shields, realizing that Aegis plus 6 is, yes, definitely the best absorb a shield is going to get these flags.
Yep. It'd be the best you can get, period, at plus 6.
There's the other Katana minus 1 coming out of our Earth Cave.
All right, and the Q
is moving towards Lich.
She's got. If she's picked up that power bonk, which I think they would have turning in that adamant, we can do this with that Vorpal and a power bonk. This is fine.
And 2 cake casters, notably.
Yeah, this is where cake's gonna shine. Or Zap. Zap is just as good. There we go.
All right. Initiative and a successful kill. Very nice. The trolls doing troll things.
Yes. All right.
Sorbius clearing out this ice cave has found both of the opal shields, which is kind of funny as well.
Yeah.
Magus noting that Fellison has had a bunch of practice lately. Yeah, Fell has been racing against Windfox and all other takers.
Yeah.
All week long.
Yeah. Hey, look, there's Nuke. Level 5, I think.
Level 5, slot 4. So would not have been promotion lock for that black man.
No.
Also getting a warp, which is nice.
Yeah. Alright, let's see. Sorbius finishing the clear. I'm assuming that this is where we're gonna, take the eye right after clearing out this floor, getting their cube. Roger, good. 14 shards, I think, for Roger right now. 15, maybe.
I have been looking away anytime that they go to menus, so I haven't seen shard counts for anybody.
I've been trying to peek as much as I can.
I just know that Fell is the only one who hasn't really looked in that volcano-ish area.
Yeah.
And yeah. Sorbius has moved the party around to probably take this eye grind.
Yeah. Ooh, 2300 XP too, as well is juicy with a ribbon in that chest is awesome.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
If your black belt wasn't secure already with the Aegis shield on it, there was a gold bracelet in here as well. We now have a ribbon to go with it as well.
Life 1, learnable by that red wizard, by the way.
Nice.
Very important. That is a level 6 spell, so it's going to be a while before you get charges. But that is a big bonus. Fell notably only has 7 shards right now, and it's because of how shard heavy the volcano and ice plays have been.
Yep.
But man, you got an airboat. Will travel. So many plays you can be making with this. You can be checking your Cardia Islands. You could go check those desert tiles if you really wanted to, but I don't think that's really necessarily on Fell's mind at this point.
Yeah, we'll see if, the airship steers her in a direction away from this volcano and ice cave area, because why not? You have access to Cardia. You have access to, ordeals and everything over there as well. Like, there's a whole lot of other things you can do.
Ordeals has been on the table for a while, but nobody likes ordeals in this flag set.
Right. It's weird to say that,
for sure. As well. Crown could be big. Bottle as well. That's another, another couple fetch items, which is very nice.
And a black shirt. Sure.
All right. We're jiggling the party on Sorbius' side, hoping that our mages die.
So around 107. That's a great punch on the thief, by the way. My goodness.
Yeah, actually hitting the thief by itself and accomplishment for the eye.
So somewhere between 130 and 200 HP on that eye is pretty comfortable. That black belt will be one-shotting it very soon.
Roger McBain, meanwhile, checking all of the keylock checks, has already done Elf, is doing Toph right now. Leaving the poison on, which means he's already thinking about just resetting out of this if it turns out to be a bad play.
Another ribbon for...
But there's an Oxyale. You're keeping an Oxyale.
Wow.
And a shard.
Alright, so that's 19 shards there. Or 17 shards for Roger. 12 and 5.
Alright. Fellison continuing some fetch turn-ins. Because we're giving the herb to the elf prince. For a ruse stick. I love a ruse stick. Okay. The one downside for Sorbius right now is that this eye is just not actually killing anything.
Right.
couple shards for Roger coming out of the dwarf locked, and that's 19 shards.
Wow, that's a lot.
There's an Excal for the fabulous Knight of Felison, and maybe we need to put that Vorpal onto somebody else now.
Yeah.
As we had the line Batker over here, blocking all progress. And Astos' Closet not really providing anything here. Just some money.
Felison doing the volcano play, so they're not going to be leaving behind all the lucrative and deliciousness that is this volcano. That's good.
Yep. Flurry also in the volcano doing the hairpins right now, so this is going to kind of sink our runners back up a bit, except that Fel has that floater already.
Right.
And Sorbius is getting those levels, as fast as they come. Finally! There is one down on Sorbius' side. It is notable that Sorbius is going to have a relatively safe rest of the seed.
Yeah.
Once this black belt gets online. And that applies as much to the other party members as it does to the black belt, just because of the hit points and MDEF and all of those little factors.
Yeah.
Down goes to the thief, which is the hardest one to get down.
That's awesome.
And Roger going to promote.
Okay.
There is Flurry getting the key and checking all of this lovely volcano. All right, Red Mage down. We are down to the black belt. Now we are only worried about off-step encounters.
Yep. I don't think we have like a mage stick or anything to just for just in cases. We did pick up a Zeus bonk, I think you pointed out, though. I take that back. We do have something.
So, Dark Moon asking about Felison's shard count. It was low coming in, but this volcano was loaded.
Yeah, there was, I think, 7 or 8 in Volcano alone. Yeah, if you took down Kelly, too, you definitely got at least 8 out of here, I think.
The other notable thing is it wasn't just shards. There was a lot of gear.
Yeah, and the key as well.
The key, the shards, I think there was a ribbon on the armory.
Yep, I think you're right.
So much going on in this volcano that it's a huge play once it gets done. Roger into the sea shrine, heading to Mermaid's side.
Let's go. They need, if they had 19 shards, say they need another, they haven't gotten any more, maybe they have, they need another 9. There's 4 here at least on the Fiend. If we can get 5 shards here, that's it, let's go. Good pathing through that floor, by the way.
Yeah. I've noticed watching Roger race that he routes very well.
That was correct. That was nice.
Now we are getting the whoops, which rooms is it problem of Sea Shrine.
Yeah.
This comes with time.
Bubbles.
Yeah.
There we go. Thank you, Roger.
Oh, Nate.
Everything is right in the world. Mermaid's gotta go.
This has not been a particularly lucrative mermaid.
It is not. There's still 4 more boxes. 3 more if we even take that walk.
Looked for the warp charge.
Yeah.
And was very sad.
That's a bummer. That's a bummer, mermaids right there. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's nice though. We're picking that up.
Dragon plus 4 is the best you're gonna get.
Yeah, that's a kitted out fighter right there.
I mean, I guess technically we could see like an Opal +6, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
But not likely.
No, that fighter's as good as it gets unless it finds the the ribbons were +6. A +5 Dragon, a +6 Aegis, a plus something Power Bomb +6, I think. Resist all already baked in with the Blur's thing. That's a fighter that's endgame ready right now.
Alright, so Sorbius has crossed the 32 threshold. We're on 8 hits with this black belt.
Mm-hmm.
That is big.
Yeah. It came fast, the levels really quickly once this black belt got to 6 hits. Like 9,400 XP a fight is great.
Alright. Fel is currently on the Agama tiles and healing up, which means maybe we're taking a couple extra fights here because no, we're just moving.
Mm-hmm.
The Agamas weren't particularly threatening.
Mm-hmm.
The thief or the ninja and the knight more than capable of taking it out with just weapons.
Right.
So, I mean, it wouldn't be bad to take a couple fights just to get supplementary levels at this point.
This is going to be so interesting with this black belt versus the rest of the parties.
So, flip side, if we're thinking about, all the flip sides here, is that while Sorbius has been doing this grind, there has been a lot of progress for the other runner.
Yeah.
And that is hard to make up if you don't find that floater right away, or you have to make the right gambles. Finding the shards will be a big piece of it. And I mean, I hate saying it, but you also got to get out.
As we see one of our first off encounters right here with the not so spooky Jotunheim pack, but it's all right, we're good. It could have been a lot worse.
Yeah. Down goes Carrie as Felison is about to light the fire.
How many shards is that? We're up to 18. Okay, just like that.
Yep. So she has ice to do if she so desires.
Wow, that's 11 shards in Volcano. Wow.
Yeah. It was loaded.
Wow. If you full clear that and take the orb, that's 11 shards. That feels real good.
Yep. And now it's time to check our key locks, which is a very solid play.
Yeah. Gonna get that Oxyale. All right. Roger, on to the Kraken side. First, a shard so far, already paying off a little bit more than Mermaid Plague. Go figure.
Some days it'd be like that.
It do.
Bane Sword could be helpful.
Just a little bit of security. A little bit. Yeah.
Just a little extra.
It's not bad. It'll give that Black Mage something to do if they need something to do.
Darkmoon, have you never heard us refer to the Jotunheim pack?
Really?
That was Hate. It was the one who started that.
I would love to take credit for that, but it's not me. I think that was Hate. Attic and basement. That's what I've always called them. We call them other things.
I mean, some people say top and bottom, I guess, but
that's fair too.
I'm definitely an attic and basement kind of guy.
Yeah.
All right, Fel about to get the Oxyale and the ribbon here?
Yeah.
Right. Notable for Sorbius, does have the light axe to clear this pack on, which I think is on the way out.
It is. Yeah, we're done. Black belt and slot 1, we're done. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Can we get
shard in the last chest? Okay.
Ooh, this is a very nasty seafood party platter here. Lightning 3 going to do a little bit of work. Okay, this is okay.
A lot of bit of work.
Yeah, this is okay. All right. That was bad for a second.
I just noticed that Fel bought the full 9.99 heal pots there.
Mm-hmm.
Completely tapped out. Good to know. Good to know.
Yeah. All right, so Roger got a pretty good lead here in the shard department, but I just noticed notably only level 14 here. pretty much across the board. So level advantage Sorbius by a mile, and Flurry and Bellison, I think, are in the high teens somewhere.
I haven't seen Fellison's levels lately or Flurry's.
I think they're like that 17, 16?
No,
10. No, whoa. Okay, never mind. Hang on here.
Yeah, that's a little scary.
Yeah, hang on.
12-ish on.
Okay,
which
Roger, I take it back.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
When you're looking at these flags, early levels were very difficult to come by, and therefore a lot of people tried to skip early levels as much as possible.
600,000 gold there from all those eyes were destroyed.
Yeah, that is how that works. They are the economy ruiner.
Yeah.
Just buy the whole subdivision of houses, all right?
Yeah. All right, getting a on-rack play here as well from Fellison. This makes sense. Roger, we're almost at Kraken. I think we're at 20... Oh, we're in pretty good shape. What's that? 23 shards?
I didn't get to see it
I think
I'm slow.
4 full rows plus another...
Yeah, it's 6 a row.
Yeah. So 3 full rows plus another few. Yeah. Okay.
1 shard after Kraken is all that Roger needs, according to Lord Fizzle. Which,
here we go.
If Roger can take down Kraken with the party as is, that is going to be fantastic for him.
Banesword about to put in some work. Here it comes. Quadax also going to put in some work here.
Roger has utilities available. Mm-hmm. Like there's all sorts of options that Roger has to deal with this Kraken. Not least of which is just straight up melee.
Yeah. Ooh, 11 hits, 200 damage from Kraken. That feels pretty comfortable, I'd say.
Well, that was against the knight, right?
Yeah. Oh, the knight from heaven. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
The holy knight with the kitted out kit. There's Kraken. There we go.
A little funny note here is Sorbius didn't bother to talk to Narek at any point. As the TNT, just I got a black belt.
Dude, that's so great. It's so great that that's the tail too, because what a better item to leave behind than the tail.
Well, honestly, if you were going black belt strats in this flag set, you didn't care about the fetch item.
No,
there was not a single one that was useful to you.
Mm-hmm.
So I 100% am on board with that play.
Yeah.
Now the question is, what does Roger do now? Roger is 1 shard short.
We get the Earth play from Sorbius. Okay, so nice.
This could theoretically give Sorbius the floater.
Yeah, it could.
Because I feel like Sorbius is going to do the full clear situation.
Yeah, doing these checks on Earth 1 like this tells me we're definitely doing that. So we're going to get the rod. We're going to keep going.
Roger leaving the mages down.
Are we going to go grind
this looks like an Agama grind.
Let's do it. Okay. I mean, at 40 minutes in these flags, with only needing 1 shard, this is not the worst idea. It feels uncomfortable a bit to sail here on the canoe, but this is going to be some levels that come pretty fast.
Yeah. Being down to just 1 shard missing means you have almost, just a fantastic experience bonus.
Yeah.
There are more shards than displayed, and the shard count does continue to ramp after you hit your top end for finishing.
Yes.
But this is going to be very fast levels.
Yeah.
And I think this... Well, actually, the flip side of this is Roger hasn't killed Carrie and could just be going to kill Carrie.
Oh, that's right. They did exit out, didn't they?
Now, to me, we are in a position where
why not both? Why not both? The Giga Brain play. This was it the whole time. This is exactly what the plan was.
This actually is really solid. I love it.
Yeah.
Now, this Agama does have some thickness.
It does.
We were able to quad exit just fine, but it was taking over 400 damage there, I think.
Yeah.
We are getting the end.
Of quad X.
It was 188 and 249. It is still up over 400 damage into it. But if we're getting the first strike,
yeah, that's fine.
Or just good turn order even.
I'd like to be doing more damage with that X-Cal. A little bit more, please. Alright, fellas, I'm pulling their Kraken. This Kraken didn't do very much damage unless it hit anything but the Knight. Fast goes off, looking good. Swing by the Katana. 3 hits for some damage. Bane. No.
Ninja takes a pretty sizable hit.
Yeah, not bad. Some temper.
is finding the trolley rod.
Yeah, some more Bane, which is the best thing for them, honestly. Quad X does not land, and that Ninja does go down, so... No more Quad X's for the Red Mage. 2 more for the Black Mage.
Going a little bit more damage. Oh,
wow.
Down goes the Knight.
Maybe they didn't pick up the Dragon. I don't know if they cleared Mermaid side.
But that Quad X does land successfully after, and this Black Mage continuing to show the value of that heal bonus.
Yep. So 4 more shards needed for Fellison. We're going to do Waterfall? We're not going to do Waterfall. We're going to do something else.
Fellison lit the orb. That should be enough, right?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you got to lit the orb, not just kill Kraken. I take it back.
So what I would be thinking here is potentially a Toph 3 grind using the exit. I think that's a very solid play at this point. I would still check the desert first.
Mm-hmm. Picking up Temper and Lightning 3 probably on our Ninja right here. And Quad X 2, why not? Or just Temper, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine.
But yeah, I would consider checking the desert to see if we can get a T-Rex, but the third floor Topher grind is very reasonable.
Yeah.
There is a first step encounter on this encounter table, though.
Yeah.
There is Sorbius picking up a floater.
Yeah.
And again, worth noting that Sorbius not only leveled that black belt, there were quite a few eyes that went down.
Yeah, that party's good, and that party's comfortable. Is this going to be a rude Temple of Fiends or not? We shall see. That's going to be what decides this fight. Is this Temple of Fiends going to be rude enough to turn this fighter parties away because this black belt train is coming chugging real fast? Bad pathing, Sorbius, please. These are our finalists. I got to call them like I see them.
Was that a bottom route?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
I think it's like 3 steps less efficient or something. Like
yeah. This is the finals. We got to pick out a little here and there.
We got the 4 Gasties, but they are not having any of this.
Ooh, they're very thick, huh?
They're thick, and the nukes just rolled terrible.
Yeesh. Ooh. Better?
Roger picked up the Vorpal +4.
Okay.
Which is the improvement sword that he needed.
That's a lot better than that Sun Sword +1 that we were swinging.
Yes.
I thought they had the X-Cow, but I didn't realize that was the bad color. Oh, no bridge! No bridge! The bridge! Oh, no! The troll! Wow, the troll bridge that was in Earth Cave, I think.
Oh, wow, that's hilarious.
Wow. There's the real final boss of the seed right now. It's the bridge.
Fellison just
going for it. Going for it.
Now, I'm worried because that means we've used resources.
Oh, wait. We mean then warp out and save and then go? They're just going?
Just going.
Okay, that's a decision. We didn't have save on game over, right?
No.
Okay, that's a decision we're making. Let's do it.
This is a very aggressive decision. Oh, exit in house?
Okay. I thought I saw that. Thank you, Fizzle.
$19 is in a very aggressive level to go at this Topher.
Right.
And worth noting, Roger McBain does have more levels onto the melees, who will be carrying this a little bit harder than normal.
How many shards does Sorbius have? Because they really need to be within a pretty good shouting distance here, and the fighters need to get turned away. Let's see. Okay, so 4 and 4, so 8. So we need that 8 shards. I think are in Sea Shrine if we pick up that Oxyale. So okay, this is still a race.
There are 2 in the Titan's closet, along with 2 fetch items that he doesn't
the
care
crown
about.
and the bottle. Yeah, the ribbon's nice from that bottle, but I don't think we'll be picking that up.
I love these tigers coming out to play. You know, just please run away.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
Flurry headed through the Sea Shrine, I think is going to be very close on shard count once this is done.
Yeah, and I think Sea Shrine had at least maybe 6 or so in there, so... Getting a cardiac clear from Sorbius here. Will we be blessed with the Isles being kind?
So far, no.
Not so far. Alright. I didn't see Lich. That tracks. So let's see.
Roger up on Lich 2 right now. Fellison, I think, took about 2 rounds, maybe 3, to clear that Lich 2.
Right.
Which speaks to a little bit low swing power.
Right. Oh, that was a big nuke. Chime is interesting for Sorbius.
Chime is interesting, but, like, you really don't want to do that.
That'll steer him away from, you know, Sea Shrine here. Maybe there's a very lucrative sky that we never saw yet.
Question mark. If Mirage 1 has all the shards in the world, great.
Yeah, that could change things. Because they're definitely going there now. They don't have the Oxyale. They didn't check that key lock. Yeah, Flurry 1 shard off here should they kill Kraken, which I'm assuming we're going to do next. Bellison through and onto the Kraken floor. Heal 2 from the Gersharks is cute.
So Sorbius looking for 6 shards in total.
Okay, so that's 2 in Tiamat. That's not unreasonable in about 4 minutes.
That's true.
Especially if we get a very kind Mirage 1.
There's 1 shard.
Okay, there's 1.
2 shards.
2.
We're exiting and we're going. We're gunning.
Okay, so this is going to come down to how does Kraken, Tia, and Chaos compare to this black belt that's about to steamroll them in about 8 minutes? No quad X yet. Oh, big punch. We have life on the black mage, though. This is okay. Less okay.
Have a black mage.
Less okay.
Abort.
Yeah. All right. So, we can get through this fight. Not that it's be good. Okay.
So there's a chance that with Ruse Stick and Power Bonk, this ninja could theoretically handle the rest of Toe.
It's true.
Warple +4. Okay, that's fine.
We should move that Ruse Stick, though. You did not. You put the Ruse Stick on the wrong party member.
Yes. We've got the Power Bonk on, but we still don't have the the ruse stick on the thief.
Okay. So Flurry threw their Kraken 1, and they now have their go mode. Sorbius is 2 floors away from having their go mode. Bellison gonna take a swing at Tia. Roger threw Kraken with a much healthier party.
This thief is doing work, and I don't think that Fellison used the power bonk at all yet. But the Vorpal +4 is doing work. That said, Roger is a freight train right now.
Yeah.
Roger has the full party. That is a wipe from Fellison, which definitely hurts. But right back in she goes, and I agree 100%.
Yeah. There goes the life caster for Roger. Oh no, we have a life on the red mage as well. Never mind.
We're also at a point where the black mage may not matter as much, as long as the red mage lives to see the end of the day.
All right, we do not have life on that red mage though. Never mind.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we still have fast and temper coming off of that.
We're fine. We're fine so far. But here comes Sorbius with that black belt, gonna come a chugging.
Choo choo.
Through.
All right. So does Chaos pull some shenanigans here?
Those levels that Roger's got on the Agama are making a huge difference for them right now. That's great.
Yeah, that was definitely a very strong play. I like the decisioning all around on that because it really shows a thought process of, hey, I need to get my melee to a point where they can do things, where they're not just going to get punched out.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm already in that position. So,
all right. Here we go.
Flurry also into Topher.
Stop hitting the red mage. It's not great. 5 hits, 56 from that Vorpal. We need more strength. Powerbomb gonna do some work here. Blizzard, sure. Swing by the katana. 3 hits, 126. Not bad. More powerbomb. Fast now. Oh, that's a big hit on that ninja. That should have not been.
We're white shirting.
Okay. Swing 7-4-46. That feels good. Fire 2 is fine. We're okay. This is good. Oh, big hit. 8 hits, 1100 plus damage. Wow.
This chaos does not seem long for this world.
No.
2 is not changing the outlook on that.
No. Oh, big punch,
however. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Half our remaining health.
The 6 for 256 is not as good. Zap misses the party. 6 is 509. Again, this chaos is a lot of HP. There we go, though. 7 hits, 599. Down goes Chaos. Get your GGs out in chat for Roger McBain, our Duck Derby winner 2024. Let's go.
Our new Duckling Supreme.
Yay. GGs. Chris, 54-51. Great time.
And yoink.
GGs.
Thank you.
Well run.
Thanks. I watched the end here. It was pretty close.
Yeah.
The little for the win, I guess.
Yeah, Fellison had an unfortunate wipe and had been going solo ninja at the end because Kraken 2 was rude. And, you know, that just did not work out well.
Yeah.
Sorbius coming through real fast here with this 42 black belt.
Yeah, this black belt's going to mow things down.
So, Roger, tell us a little bit about your prep for this flag set and coming in as the finals.
Well, I just did a lot of party members, I guess, and this is the safe and best one I could find, really. There were like Thief and Rainbow was really good, but very dangerous. So that's why I didn't go with that. And that's pretty much it. And I didn't like the black belt. I didn't want to have just to be reliable on the grinding to 42.
Mm-hmm.
I certainly understand that. And this fighter was just a monster.
Yeah, very kitted out, very strong. Oh, that was a one-shot on Tiamat, by the way.
Yeah, that's why the fighter is great with just level 22, 23. Hit it. Nothing kills him. So that's why I wanted it in my team.
Yeah, and with the built-in ribbon,
right?
That was just going to be fantastic the whole way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sorbius has pulled past Felison's second dive here, and this chaos is not long for this world. This black belt is ready to go.
Yeah. 17 hits.
15,
1500. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Bye, Chaos.
Yeah, 14, 16, 22. A tale of two fights there. The fighter did very well for Roger, but the black belt says, hi, bye.
That was 8 hits, 891 coming out of the X-Cal against Tiamat on Felison's side. So there goes Tia. Felison working her way up to the Chaos floor. But clearly the speed difference of the black belt once fully online and losing out that wipe coming in play here. And we are joined by Sorbius in the booth, our second place finisher overall, GG.
GG.
So, talk to us about this black belt.
Where was the Oxyel?
The Oxyel was in Toflocked.
Oh my god. Alright. I skipped that to go check Earth and a bunch of other things because I have access. It seemed like a better play, denser, more stuff, but apparently it was just check-locked over.
Yeah, that Toflocked was kind of a funny
Apparently situation. Everyone else decided to go and check that. That's wild. Alright. Well, GG's.
You, I believe, were the second person, and that is an exclusive club here, to find the floater, as both Flurry and Roger skipped out on Earth. What a troll that dungeon was. So, Roger, since you didn't get to see it, the Earth TFC check, the one on Vampire Floor far right, had the rod, and then the 5-pack room on Earth 4 had the floater in it.
Yeah, it checks out. I mean, usually the rod is always there, and there's always something behind it.
Yeah, Earth in this flag set, it was a very loving relationship.
I would have gone there if I didn't have already the loot and find the key in Volcano. There's always something, but I didn't need it, so I didn't go.
And there is GG's for Felison, who has taken third overall. Fighter coming through in the end. GG. Hello, Felison. GG.
Hi, GG. Kraken.
Yeah, that Kraken too.
Anyway, it was a bit weird to see that was overall so much easier than anything else I had in practice.
This did feel like a remarkably kind seed compared to any others that I have endured in this flag set.
Mm.
And I mean,
well,
I think
we could run for like have the dungeon before getting one encounter, so that made things very easy.
Yeah, the one-step encounter into a fairly decent run was very nice. I was a little surprised that people didn't check overworld grind spots, but at the same time, I get it.
Flurry, well, it was my plan, but I needed one shard, so I knew where the Agama were.
That was Giga Brain, by the way, and the Agama grind into getting that one shard. Was that your plan the whole time? Because it was brilliant.
Well, when I went to Sea Shrine, I noticed I need eight shards. I'm getting 4 from Kraken. And say whatever I found, I was thinking getting 4, but it didn't happen. But then I need to grind somewhere. So I was like, oh, I need 1. There's 2 right there, and a perfect spot to level. So
and with your mages pre-killed.
yeah, that was perfect.
Worked out just fine.
And, the call out in chat here that 3 finishes in this flag set under an hour is crazy good.
Yeah.
This flag set was not kind to veteran runners, and, where you're coming out of the duck program into this flag set and pulling off a sub hour is awesome. So
a lot of you guys just doing good moves too, correct pathing through floors, exiting at the right time. It was just really cool to see a lot of good decisions being made by the new runners, which is spooky.
I mean, I played Winter Tournament, and I lost a lot of races to wiping a Topher, even though I felt extremely strong with my fighter party, which is why I went with a black belt. I wasn't going to lose to wiping a Topher again. Didn't check the doxy, I guess, or check Topher.
Yeah, the Tophers in this flag set tended to be very interestingly rude.
Yeah.
In part because of the relatively low levels that we saw a lot of runners coming into the Topher. So that was actually one of the things on Sorbius's side that I thought was interesting, was seeing the black belt play. And I mean, where the grinds are because it's vanilla tiles, but getting the grind off the ground is a big deal. Getting just moving in that correct direction, right? Like having the resources to do the grind, having the shards to make it worthwhile is difficult at a time when you are trying to get to those tiles. And who knows if you find a canoe. The canoe being as early as it was honestly astounding. And that was really interesting to see the black belt play out as well as it did in this flag set.
Your pathing and the way you took it after you got your levels was great. It was the best you could have done to catch up from the other people that had the exploration while you were getting them. It just happened that this Topher was just rude, but not overly.
Oh no, I meant checking Lock Topher and getting Oxy and saving 2 or 3 minutes, not flying around and doing all that stuff.
I think your checks flying around were completely reasonable with what you had.
I think it worked,
Yeah, having skipped the Oxy was definitely the play. But
the 2 early shards and Mirage were great, and then it was just Gomo the rest of the way. Your 6 shards came real fast at the end there. It was just unfortunate that the Temple of Fiends didn't turn away everybody the way it did throughout the entire Winter Tournament for the most part.
Yeah, I was kind of counting on people wiping who took fighters.
Flurry working their way back through.
One major misplay I did on my first time that I noticed in hindsight, and that I noticed on my second dive, is that I somehow didn't think of putting some body armor on the fighter, so that Kraken wipe probably wouldn't have happened.
Oof.
Yeah. Shout out to Flurry. I just noticed picking up Fear there on level 2. The little pickup Fear. I love to see it.
So where was the bridge?
Wasn't that Earth as well?
I think that was Earth, yes.
Yeah.
It's the first time I never found the bridge. It's kind of weird.
I reset out of it wherever it was, so I don't. It must have been on the bottom of the first floor of Earth.
I think you're right.
Either
that's
that
where
or
it was, yeah.
Was that or Titan's Trove? So both places I reset out of.
Yeah, there was a bit of an outcry when we saw you try to walk from the Matoya dock.
Yeah. The bridge boss, the real boss.
Flurry onto the Kraken floor. Given this a very solid go here, as it looks like there's very reasonable levels across the party.
I think we're good right here. This annoying heal 2 spamming pack right there we're away from. That's good. If we can just get through Kraken with, the party intact, this should be fine.
Yeah, Flurry with the white mage instead of the red mage, which I understand on several levels. Like the level 1 harm 3 being the only damage spell was funny.
Right.
But it's really hard to say no to exit in my experience, like having exit as a blurse.
Well, I practiced with the white mage, but because the black mage had life and I liked exit on the red mage, I decided to change my strategy there.
The problem I always ran into in Winter Tournament with black mages is they just explode. Like, they just die. So the black mage having life is kind of irrelevant because they're usually the character that's dead that you need to life. So I usually ran red-white in the actual tournament. But with the black belt, I took red-black because I wanted to make sure I had fast on whatever level it was.
Yeah, and having the utility of fast and temper at levels 1 and 2 was one of the more generous things that the seed did for endgame purposes, but definitely not for early game.
Right. Those are spells you want to see 35 minutes in, not 35 seconds in. So it's fine, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I was glad there were decent level 2s.
I love temper at level 1 or 2. But I want something to go with it that's not Quake and Zap. At least they were on different levels than each other. You know, it sucks having fast and temper on the same level, and you're really rationing out those casts.
Yeah, what's more important, the hits or the the crit? It can be leading to choices that are annoying. All right, we're through that party, or through Kraken with the full party. This feels real good. Tiamat didn't have much resistance. Same with Chaos for the most part, unless they decided to punch. So we should be in the smooth here for Flurry, barring something real bad.
Yeah, I seem to recall Chaos having fast and a very, very strong right hand.
True, but with a full party, I'm feeling a little comfortable this fighter can get the damage through in time. Well, full party now anyway. I'm gonna shut up.
So as we're winding the way towards the end of Flurry's run here, let's get some thoughts about the Duckling program, the Derby itself. We'll start with you, Roger, as our first place finisher here. What'd you think?
It was a lot of fun. Learned a lot of things because really what I practiced this seed. This black set is the one I played a lot before joining the Duckling, but everything else didn't really do much of it. So it was very fun and learned a lot, especially when your stream and commentary says, "Oh, this happened, this. Oh yeah, I should do this," or it helps.
Sorbius, your thoughts?
It was a great time. I was concerned when I started really practicing for a tournament. I was going to accidentally exclude myself from being able to be in the Ducklings, so I was both upset and glad that didn't happen, and glad I got to hit the finals in this.
Rock on. And Fellison.
The whole thing was just an amazing experience. I have been this committed to a game in a very, very long time, and I'm proud of being able to get to this level in such a short time.
Yeah, you've certainly all shown great skills coming through the Derby, and I'm looking forward to seeing you play in our upcoming tournaments and see where you head, because I think you've all got a very firm grasp of the game now. There's always more to learn. I'm still learning little bits and pieces here and there every time I play, and I hope to see that sort of growth and enjoyment of the experience come through for you as well.
I'm excited to see what groups of you guys decide to team up for co-op or fall league and stuff like that. That's how some of us did it. We met each other through our Duckling program, and some of us are teammates and have played together for a couple years to this day. So it's always fun to have that competition against each other, but then you find some good friendships there too. So there could be a couple powerful teams if you guys decide you want to do something in the coming tournament. So I'm looking forward to that as well.
Meanwhile, Flurry just smashed that Chaos. The fighter did fighter things.
GG's.
GG's.
see if they want to jump in. Thank you.
Yeah, I was just pinging in the race room to see if Flurry wants to jump in for the interview.
This was a great time. You guys, it was a really great race to see. You Ducks have progressed a whole lot since things started. Really impressive to see you guys do the job today. These times were fantastic. Even, the 111 from Flurry, that's great. So, GG's, you guys.
Thanks.
Thank you.
And welcome to the booth, Flurry. GG's.
Thanks.
So, you finished, which is great. You finished with a good time for the flags, which is great. How do you feel about the seed?
I came in thinking, all right, I'm going to take a couple silly risks. I took a couple silly risks. They didn't pay. Starting at the character select screen, passing on the red mage with the exit hurts, but I've also been burned so often by not having a white mage, and not having access to a lot of those spells, or an AoE if the level 1 magic is booty. So, and that just leaked time all over the place. Going back for the vanilla chest and ice cave was kind of like the main risk, but I also kind of wanted to get some levels too, to get to level 4 to actually get exit. But it was a ribbon, which is nice. 2 ribbons is great, but getting the first ribbon, I'm like, cool. If I don't see another ribbon in a chest, then maybe this has some weight. And then I pull a ribbon in Volcano like 5 minutes later. Like,
Fully loaded Volcano.
Yeah, Volcano. If I remember right, that had the Vorpal or the Katana, and something else was really good, and the ribbon.
And the key.
The key, yeah. There were 11 shards total, I think, in that dungeon.
Yeah, that was
Kelly and
thing.
all the other. It was wild.
Just so many early shards, and I don't know if anybody found the floater, but you really didn't need it.
It was post-Rod Earth.
Yeah, with the rod being in Earth TFC, which was adorable.
Oh, okay. So you could single dip Earth.
Yep.
All right. Because I know that was, whether or not you go Earth or go Marsh was kind of like the main thing. And boy, if the game didn't ask you to go there, giving you the ship and the canal in Dwarf Cave, I'm not sure. Which is kind of why I went to Marsh, to try to go opposite. And yeah, it just didn't quite work out. Had a good time going for the flag set, like you said, going into Topher with a team that was totally not ready for it. But I was like, I gotta try it once. I should have reset as soon as the Phantom one hit KO'd one of my party members. I'm like, I should probably reset now. But then I was like, all right, just grind up or finish when you finish. And then after that, it was easy.
Totally follow you on that.
Yeah.
So we went around the call here to ask everybody about the Duckling program and the Derby itself. Flurry, what were your thoughts on the program and the Derby?
It's really good. Like as far as training programs go, it is pretty much up there, if not the best one out there. Like it's really, really, really good. Especially in preparing. FFR, more so than almost any other randomizer, is a game that is going to, whether you like it or not, tell you words I can't say on stream. It's gonna happen, and preparing for that kind of mindset to be able to handle that kind of adversity is really hard for new players to kind of wrap your head around, where you get a flag set and it sends you to Ice Cave, and Wizards and Images have Fire 3, and you're like, alright, I'm gonna go do something else. But I think the program does a really good job of getting players prepared for that sort of thing, and explaining at a good pace what options you have to try to mitigate as best you can, while also being realistic about, you can't mitigate everything. That's just the way the rando goes. So I think it does a really good job. The tournament is super fun. Really enjoyed this year's and last year's. And yeah, I think you all do a really good job with it.
I appreciate hearing that because I spend about as much time making the boot camp flags as I do actually running the boot camp. So like this is half a year for in terms of my.
I know all about tournament organization, my friend. It is a long process. I think we just announced CZ6 last week, and that was planned for about 3 months, I think. It's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes. So I can only imagine having a limited amount of people try to put together that kind of a flag set and a detailed program. I know we have someone in Effie who handles something similar with an async club, and she does an absolutely fantastic job. And a lot of respect that goes out to the patience that's really kind of required to put together something like this. And I think you all do a bang up job.
Thank you so much.
Warms my heart. Thank you.
And I do want to shout out all of the folks that help along the way with the Derby and boot camp. We have our admin team, Dark Moon, Luffy, Danny, Fizzle, and Jay Scheidel, who they're all supporting in all sorts of ways throughout the course of the event. Luffy and I being the Duckling Dons ourselves. We've had several people come in for restreams. Osloto, Maddie in particular, coming in quite a bit over the course of the boot camp. All of our comms, like Sonny, Osloto doing a lot of comms work as well. You know, I'm going to forget names, but just know, as I'm saying, that, and Winfox I know has been in a few times as well, and was our tracker today. J-Lo in here as a tracker today as well. You know, we've had a lot of people come together. It is one of those it takes a village kind of things to make this program be what it is. And, you know, shout outs to everybody who has done things to support this program over this time. Again, there are more names that I'm going to forget because it's just there's a lot of people involved. But it is super nice to continue this long tradition at this point because this Duckling program has been going on for 5-6 years now.
Yeah, about 5 years that I know of for sure.
It is a legacy to continue moving forward. And you know, ever since I barged in the door in 2022, was it?
Something like that, yeah.
Luffy asking or saying that there might be a special guest for a flag set, and I'm just like, is it me? Am I the special guest?
It's me. I'm special. Once about that, Darkman talking to me about helping him one day with extra credit, and I just never left.
Yeah. You know, these things happen.
Yeah, but like you said, it takes a village to run this, and everybody that's helped out, we thank you so much, and your effort was amazing. Anybody that, you know, tested flags, you know, Life Reboot for keeping up with the asyncs, and anybody that, you know, was joining up in any of the races, the pickup races, and anybody that joined us here in the booth, thank you so much. It's been a great experience. I look forward to it every year. I'll be happy to do it again with my friend next year, and our runners did an amazing job. Really quality stuff. GG's to all of them. Really great to see that today. Thank you, everyone.
No, thank you.
All right, and with this race, we have crowned our new Duckling Supreme, Roger McBain. And, you know, so we don't, like, talk about this a ton. It doesn't come up a lot, but Roger, you do have the opportunity when we start getting into the planning for our next boot camp to have your input into the things that we do there. And, you know, it's nice to have the folks come in. Our outgoing Duckling Supreme, Peasants OMFG, fabulous person with the hardest schedule to manage because he's in Australia.
Yeah.
If you are in the Duckling program and you feel like you are ready to have graduated out, you feel like you've got a handle on the randomizer, but it just didn't didn't end up in the finals here, by all means, you are able to use the role request to change over to a platypus. To our runners on screen today, all 4 of them are force promoted because, hey, you finished in top 4 here.
Yeah, you're voluntold you're moving up. GG's.
I only won my group. I guess that's fair.
It was so weird last year. It was like one of the few times where we had multiple runners that qualified in an other tournament.
Yeah.
Was it Kumo and Odron, I think?
I think so, yeah.
Windfox calling out self-promotion. And, there comes a time where you feel like you are no longer a duck.
Yeah.
Whether that is a time thing, a performance thing, how you push yourself. And, I am not going to force people who haven't met the rules requirements.
Yeah. They're more like guidelines. They're pirate code over here, on your honor kind of thing. We're just here to have some fun and show you guys how to play. You do you.
And, certainly hope to see all of our runners today. And from the boot camp as a whole, continue to do racing here. Our folks who have graduated up to Platy will be eligible for our Platy party next year, which, if you were watching the boot camp streams, it was, I think this was like the sweatiest tryhard year of the Platy party, but it was a lot of fun. Generally, it has been a pretty chill experience as, it's a bunch of buds getting together and seeing flags for the first time. And
yeah.
They run it blind, so we look forward to you getting to have that experience in the future as well.
I'm excited. Hopefully, we'll see how the rest of the year goes for me. But I have a new job, so I can actually do the finals this time. So this can be fun for me as well.
Yeah, there's no more inventory weekend.
Yes, no more finals falling under inventory weekend, and I gotta not make the finals again. This is great. Y'all are done.
Luffy, I've been rattling on for a while. Do you want to take us home?
I will if you'd like. Yeah. Thank you again one more time to Saracen for allowing me to join him and all the duck stuff that we do. It's a great time. We bounce ideas. We run flags together. We just, general friend bonding thing. It's always a lot of fun. And shout out to Windfox and JLo doing the tracking today. They were so crisp and clean with everything. We forgot they were there half the time because we were just trying to keep up with the runners who did an amazing job. GG's Roger McBain, our new Duckling Supreme. Sorbius with the black belt that came with a Fury just fell a little bit short. Flurry and Bellison as well doing the great jobs. RBG Limit Break for hosting us. Lord Fizzlebeef with the restream. I think I got everybody. So thank you, everyone. You have a good rest of your Saturday afternoon. And with that, ciao and chillax, everybody. Final Fantasy Randomizer fam. We gone.